Hello, love. Welcome to the show. Today, I want to talk about how you can embody your highest self. I posted a video on TikTok not that long ago, and somebody commented and asked, how do you actually embody your highest self in order to manifest? And I thought that was a beautiful conversation to have because a lot of people don't actually know how to embody that version of themselves. So let's dive into a few steps in how you can do that today. So, the first thing is to understand what your highest self looks like. That means that you need to build clarity in the version of you who you want to become. So, the best way I know how to do this is to really get clear. You can do this through visualization, exercises, mind mapping. You can get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down everything. But be hyper specific about the version of you that exists tomorrow, the next day, 10 years from now, however soon you want that person to show up in your life. What does that future version of you look like? I know when I was doing this for the first time, I actually was a little apprehensive because as I was writing things down, I started thinking, is that even possible? Will I actually ever have that thing? And I do not want you to cloud your vision with your fears or your doubts or your worries. These things are not characteristics of your highest self. So if something truly feels like the thing that you really want, and not because your ego says that your ego wants it, but you, the soul within you, if this really feels like something you truly desire, then write that down as the thing that you want in your life. So when you are visualizing, I'm going to close my eyes right now and visualize this with you. When you are visualizing that future self in that collapsed timeline or that 10-year projection, whatever that looks like, I want you to think about the way that you feel. How do you feel in your body? Where do you live? Do you have a family? Who do you live with? Are you married? Are you married to your dream partner? Do you have a specific morning routine? Do you work out? What does your diet look like? What does your home look like? What does the interior of your home look like? What does your career look like? How do you spend every day? I want you to think about the travel that you're going to take or the things that you're going to do. I want you to think about the people that are going to be there. And I want you to write down all of those things. Allow yourself to go deep because your birthright is everything that you want. Whatever you truly desire, that's meant to be yours. So the first thing we want to do when we are embodying that version of that person is to get clear about that. And once you have that list written down, I want you to start thinking about the way that person would operate in their day to day. In order to achieve those things, how would that version of you operate? Does that person wake up early? Do they eat a certain thing for breakfast? Do they go to the gym? Do they say positive affirmations all day? Do they say I love you to their neighbors and everyone they come in contact with? Do they have a dog? Do they have children? Do they go to the playground with their kids? Do they meditate? Do they have holidays with their family? Do they travel? Do they stay up late working? Do they go to bed early and get really, really, really optimal sleep? How does that version of you operate? Because in order to attract that life to you, yes, attract that life to you, we have to start acting like that person today. Because everything in the world, all the things I'm looking at right now, all the things that are surrounding you, including you, are energy. And in order for you to be an energetic match for the thing that you want to attract to you, you have to vibrate at that highest frequency, that highest version of yourself. And the cool part is, once you start acting like that person, you feel good about your life, you show up for yourself, you don't have any fears, you know everything is working out for you, it starts to happen. Things start to build momentum and opportunities come. You start to feel good in your body. You work out like that person, so you start to look like that person. And all of a sudden, you start doing what's tip number 3, and that is living in alignment. Because now you can hear this internal person, this soul internally. This is also known as your intuition. You can hear this voice, this North Star, and it's telling you when things feel good and when they don't feel good. So if you get up early today and you think you're going to start your day at 5 a.m. and go to the gym, and you wake up and your body's like, no, I want to go back to sleep for 2 hours. You're going to listen to that because you're going to know that that's guiding you down the right path, because that extra 2 hours of sleep is going to give you a better workout, and it's going to give you a better day, and it's going to keep you feeling like your optimal highest self. But if you wake up at 5 a.m. and it says, let's go get our Pilates on, then that's what you're going to do. And you're going to go to the Pilates studio. You're going to do a workout. You might even network with somebody. You might create a business opportunity, and things are going to start to flow. Because when you start listening to your intuition, you realize that it actually is a compass. It's actually guiding you exactly where you're meant to be. And that is when you start to attract things to you. In order to actually manifest, or in order to align to your highest self, you have to, first of all, know what it is you want to manifest. In order to become this highest version of you, you have to know what that version of you looks like. And then you have to act like that version of you. Just because you don't have the dream home now doesn't mean you can trash the house, forget to clean, treat it disrespectfully, not have gratitude. Because when you act that way, you're actually raising this awareness internally that tells your soul, your body, with that low vibe energy, that you're not ready to receive the thing that you want. Because right now, energetically, you're not a match for it. Because the way you're handling things now isn't showing truth. It's not showing actual evidence that that other version of you can exist at a different point in your timeline, because you're not even able to do it now. So if you want to collapse that timeline and get to that version of you now, then we have to do a little fun intervention with ourselves, get clear about what we really, really want, act like that person now, speak gratitude, which is number 4. Speak gratitude, because in order to actually appreciate the things that we have to be aware of them. I love everything around me. I am so grateful for it. Could I have more? Absolutely. Could I have less? Absolutely. But do I have just enough? Absolutely. Because I know I have everything I need to succeed within me right now. And if I want more, I call more in. But I think there's this beautiful element of gratitude that we miss when we forget how much we truly have. I have arms that can move. I've got legs that walk with my dog. I have healthy lungs that help me breathe to heal my nervous system. I have this beautiful audience I'm able to communicate with. And I am filled with love every day, the people in my life. And there's abundance everywhere. We can literally walk outside and see trees, unlimited plants, leaves everywhere. The sky is infinite. The stars are infinite. We have so much to be grateful for. And I think when you start to realize what you already have, and you get hyper specific about the things that you want, and you start to act like the person who already has those things, when you show up consistently, when you show up early, when you vibrate at this highest frequency, and you live in alignment with what your soul is truly telling you, then you embody that version of yourself. Then you manifest. And it is absolutely beautiful, because you don't even have to ask for what you want, the universe already knows. It's already on the way. It probably will arrive before you even knew that you wanted it. It's this beautiful, beautiful thing. I have manifested, honestly, everything I could have ever dreamt of. I've thought about it, and within like what felt like moments, probably weeks, but within a realistic time frame, it just time collapsed and things happened for me. I'll never forget the time I was in Joshua Tree. I go to Joshua Tree all the time. I love Joshua Tree. It's a very spiritual place for me, and living in Los Angeles, it's only a 2-hour drive, so it's beautiful. And I go there all the time. It's just a nice getaway. There was a time when I really wanted to buy a house, and I got a realtor, and I was looking, and I looked everywhere for this vacation home, and I just couldn't find a home. And I kind of just like, after doing all the research, picking out the house like that on my vision board that I really wanted, and really creating this vision of that house that I wanted in my mind, I just set it aside. I was like, I put it out there, universe. I'm letting you know I'm showing up. I'm working with a realtor. I'm constantly looking. I'm making trips out there. I'm looking for the exact area. Like I'm really, really embodying the person who wants that house. And I didn't find a house. It was like, I don't know, a month. And then I went to Joshua Tree and decided I'm not going to look for a house. I'm not even going to tell my realtor that I'm out here. I'm just going to vacation. It was this nice 4-day reset. And I remember I was sitting by the pool and my phone is ringing and it's my realtor. And he was like, hey, is there any way you can get to Joshua Tree today? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And he was like, awesome. I have the perfect house for you. And the woman wants to meet you. And I'm like, okay. And so I didn't tell him I was there, wasn't planning to look at a house. And I ended up meeting the woman and she showed me a house. And I was like, I love this house. It's beautiful, but it's not the house. And she was like, not a problem. We will find you something at a later time. I was like, okay. And as I'm walking back to my car, she was like, well, you know what? I have another house. It's not for sale yet, but I have a house I'd like you to look at. And if you're interested in it, we can talk logistics. And I was like, okay, when can I see it? And she was like, now let's go see it. And that was the house. And then that became the house that I ended up setting up shop and getting, and everything just fell into place. And the reason why I shared that story is because I remember being there, sitting by the pool in the sun, listening to music, just having like a good morning. And when I got that call, you know, when you intuitively know this is it, it's about to happen. You don't even have to like second guess it or ask questions. You don't need logistics. Like there is no logical explanation. You just know. That's how I felt. I have chills talking about it. And I'm sharing that because this happens in every area of our life when we embody our highest self. When we start to vibrate at this energy that's a match for what we want to receive. I have chills, you guys. Anyway, I've seen this happen in relationships. I've seen this happen recently. My client, oh my gosh, this should have been the story I told. She took my program, Unewal Reset, and she actually isn't even done with it. She's only in the 3rd module, and she had attracted a new client. And what's funny is I had told her to get very clear in the amount that she wanted to make, like write that number down. And she actually made just a little bit more, but pretty much to the dollar. And I was so proud of her because we don't even give ourselves enough credit for what we are capable of doing internally on our own. It's so beautiful. And so between her wins, my wins, just the universe giving people collapsed timelines all the time when they embody their highest self. It's so beautiful. So if you want to buy your dream home, or if you want to make more money like my client did, or if you want to attract your soulmate, if you want a new career, if you want to get pregnant, if you want to take a trip, if you want to get healthy, get that dream body, everything is possible when you elevate that frequency, you align to your truth, and you start building clarity in the highest version of yourself so you can embody that person. Oh, I am so excited for you. Honestly, that's all I have today, you guys. I am God, I get so fired up when I talk about these things because I have truly been able to manifest every single thing I ever wanted. And I didn't even know how to manifest. I was just doing the work. And then I realized, oh my God, I am doing all of these things. Like, that is why I'm manifesting. Of course, that's why I'm manifesting. So now I'm sharing that with you because it is so powerful. And it's not just about saying positive things and thinking positive things. While that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful for your subconscious programming and really creating new neural pathways internally, I really want you to focus on these other tips because there is a lot more that goes into embodying that highest version of yourself and manifesting than just speaking positive words and affirmations into the universe. It really is a full body experience. So go live your best life. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Manifest everything you desire because you are absolutely worth it. I love you so much, and I am wishing you a collapsed timeline and beautiful things to come to you. I'll see you on the next one.